All right, Coach, welcome to 2024 Media Day. Start off, introduce yourself and the players that you have with you today.
Thank you, Anthony, for having us. My name is Coach Mora. I have here to my left John Mora, Kareem Amer, George Gonzalez to my right, and Gio Perez, Kevin Martinez, Hainer Blanco, Braden Hubachek, Brandon Mon, and Austin Malix.
All right, let's start off with you, Coach. This is your first year, as a head guy over at Somerset. You've been an assistant. Talk about the transition from the assistant coach role into where you're at now.
Yes, I think it was a pretty smooth transition. I was here with Coach Sosa for the past 3 years. I think I've been blessed with the opportunity to coach such a talented group, just kind of inherit that talent, and also the coaching that I've been able to get for helping me coach is Calvin James, Coach Anderson, Coach Pazos. It's just guys that are well knowledgeable of the game, which makes that transition a lot easier, and we're ready to win ball games now.
How much of the system have you changed? Obviously, you've been running the system for a few years with Coach Sosa. Talk about how you may have, what are you bringing different maybe than it's been done in the past?
Well, Sosa did an incredible job. Can't say nothing bad about, he was my coach in high school. But I have implemented some changes from top to bottom for the entire program. We have 5 teams in our school. I've been able to just make some changes that are going to be more beneficial for the student athletes, more on their bodies, things of that nature. But when we play baseball, baseball is baseball. So we're just ready to strap it on and get started.
All right, any of you players can chime in here, but what do you guys see as some of the differences, guys that have been around? What are you feeling is different this year than maybe in years past? Maybe you can start.
It's very personal. Everything's personalized. We get a lot more work done when we're spread out in different groups, and everyone, can get their own reps instead of, having to wait behind, a fault.
Sure.
But yeah, it's just very personalized. I like that.
Anybody else have anything else different?
It's very disciplined. Everything we do is very to a structure, to a T. And I feel like that just helps us become better ball players.
Coach, talk about the roster makeup a little bit. You have a young team,
Yes,
so
sir.
talk about what you guys are looking at this year, as far as roster size and stuff.
So I've been advised to kind of have a smaller roster, but I've always been someone that goes against the grain. We have 29 in our roster right now. I have the flexibility to maybe add a couple more. I'm all about the process and the work. So we do have a young ball club, but I feel like there's a lot of talent in our program. And it's not the final result, it's the process, and that's what I focus on. And I feel if I do my job, we will make progress, and we will be someone that people are going to have to be careful with moving forward. If we could keep everybody together, I think these kids have bought in the process. It's kind of refreshing to see it, being travel ball for a year, coaching several years prior, being with this group. They really understand the discipline aspect of the game that it takes to go to the next level, and I'm excited, about it. So just looking forward to get started.
We talked a little bit before about your scheduling and how you scheduled a little differently this year.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that and let people know what your thought process was there.
So the old school mentality, Coach Sosa, which this is where I grew up in high school, we always played the best, always play the best teams, which we had a very tough schedule last year. We went 9-13. We were competitive all year. I felt like it's important to throw in some games in there that, still competitive, but it's not as stressful as the schedule was last year. I feel like frustration is something that can really impact a player. So kind of protecting them from that particular pressure early on can help them in their development, which moving forward the next couple of years, I want to play everybody. I want to play Douglas. I want to play every school, that the best teams in the country, because I feel like this team, these young men, are gonna step up, and we got to try to be the best we can be,
And players, is there specific? I guess we can go around the horn with all you guys here, but specific games that you guys are are jacked up for this year on your schedule? I guess we'll start over here.
I'm really excited for American Heritage. When we play American Heritage, I have a lot of friends over there. It's always a very competitive game when we play them. So I'm very excited for American Heritage. And if we probably make it to the playoffs first round, play Key West, I'm very excited for that game. Get a revenge. It was a great game, but I want to make sure we come out on top of this game.
You guys are going to Key West this year or no?
No, not this year.
during the season?
Not this year. But we know everything runs through Key West this year. I know Miami Springs is very good. American Heritage, Delray, and also Cardinal Gibbons are very well-coached teams. But, we have to get our revenge to Key West eventually.
Some of you guys on the top, let's talk a little bit about expectations. Obviously, we have these press conferences. Everybody says they want to win districts. Everybody says they want to win a state title. But specifically, have you guys set some goals or expectations of what you guys think would be a successful season for you guys?
I think a successful season for us is definitely going over past where we landed off last year, and also being able to grow more as a team from now before to set up for years to come. Because we've been a growing program, but now's the time where we're actually going to start shining and keep on going through. Because Coach Moore has been helping us out a lot to be able to get us to a level of being able to face higher competition and being able to push through it.
For some of you other seniors, being a coach's first year, sometimes it's real special, that first senior class. I know way back when my head coach I was a senior when he took over, and still, 30 years later, we talk about that we were the first class for him. So talk a little bit about that legacy that you guys get to kind of start with Coach Mora as he starts as a head coach, and you guys are going to be that first class for him. So any of you seniors can take that.
Yeah, Joe. It's pretty fun. From last year it was different because it's like an assistant coach, so it wasn't as strict. Like this year, he's still we joke around and stuff, but it's more serious this time. It's not really a friend. It's like a head coach, and you gotta listen when he says stuff.
Coach, what would for you? What would a successful? You have your own set of goals as a coach. That may be different as far as wins or something like that. It's more in depth. So
Right.
For you in your first year, what do you, at the end of the year, would you consider this was a successful season for us?
I have done it a bunch of times. Come up with different results every time, looking at the schedule and where we should be and what we can do. But overall, just want every team that plays us just to feel us, because they know that we're coming. And we're going to be a team that people are going to have to respect. And if I can keep the fort down, we're going to be successful moving forward at Somerset Academy.
All right. Well, I wish you guys luck. Thanks for coming out to Media Day, and I'll see you guys out during the season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bam.